Alright. Let's get this thing underway. Any background noise watching a movie while I work on this thing to have some kind of background noise. Well, hey Heather.
Find the extra sheets. Pull out. I'll put that out. Don't worry about it. Hey girl. Got blackout duty. Gotta go right in crazy. Saw the game? Yes, sir. I saw it all. Rowdy, played your hardest. That's what matters. We're lucky to have you. Want a beer?
Nope, that's not sticking.
Maddie. Gotta close the door. The power's on.
Maybe a third layer of contact cement. Get it to lay down. Or
I got no reception. Try the radio. What's this? Shit. Hang on. Stay on my ass! cabin. Go. The cabin. Just take care of yourself. You hear me? Get out of here while you still can. Go now. Let's go. 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 Come on. Go. Let's go. We gotta get Erica. Where? Next week.
Hey, Della, where's your mama? All right. All right. guess I could talk slightly in these things, even though it's horrible. But this is where it's at the moment. I'm going to go down and see pieces in here. But you kind of see, there's the spine. All of this will close up. This will be fixed. Close up. There'll be a big square here, so all of this will be covered. But you can see all of the scales taken down the rest of the way down the arm. There'll be more here. And there's a shoulder piece that covers this shoulder and a strap, the box. Do the same with this arm. Hey Heather, when you get a chance, come here for a minute. I want your input. All right, I'm gonna leave this here. Turn it on so you can see it, and I'll be right back. Here, run upstairs. I just need to just take down the big fat pieces on the legs. I do have the live stream going, so all right. Start to attacking. Attacking. Yeah, they're definitely going to clean everything up. You're on the live stream, so we'll see that. But do you feel that on these here, do you think that I should build up around here, or do you think I should chop this down? I feel like it needs to be bulky, but I don't want it to be too bulky on the legs either. Take all of them down some more.
Well, particularly just
The sides.
right here, just to kind of ease it down into the.
Yeah.
Coming, sweetheart.
Had to glue in this piece here to help bring this muscle up to match more of this muscle. And then I'll finish shaping it out here in a minute. I'll take the Dremel and all of this to give it a round shape. After that's all glued in, then I'll be able to I'll skin it on this arm. And then I'll do all of this. And hopefully I've got enough skin that I can do all of the legs as well. Shouldn't be too bad. Looks like it's a little washed out from the sunlight, but I think a little bit washed out is better than a whole lot of graininess. So you can't even see anything. Turn the TV up a hair. I'm watching the remake again of the Red Dawn movie, the Swayze movie. Brutus is outside, baby. Grab my safety glasses for this next part.
Do what I would do. I want you to go to war. Stop this piece of shit. As I try it.
Guess Heather took one of my masks as well. Hey Heather, are all the dust masks up there? Yeah, I just want a paper mask. All right, baby. Nope. Trying to run back off with it. Hey, this one's missing the lower strap. Great. Take that one back upstairs to your mama. Don't run, okay? You don't have to run. I don't want you tripping on stuff on the floor. Mm-hmm. Right, don't run. Alright. Time for the drummer. With any luck, it won't kick the brake. Yeah, James, I don't know. It should let you join in if you have the Google Hangouts and everything. It should let you click like join call or something like that. I've not really used the Hangout thing a whole lot with actually joining into calls, so I'm not 100% on how to actually do it. It should give you the availability, though, to, once you have it, to go back to the main video. And there should be something about like join call or something like that. Huh. It's very weird, Tasha. I have no clue why it's just taking you to the App Store. It's very weird. If you're using a phone to do it, I've never used that. The only way I've ever done it was using the laptops and the desktop computers. So with the cell phones, I have no clue. I mean, really, my last phone was garbage, and this AT&T Windows phone, I doubt I could even do it on it. It doesn't have the front camera like the the new iPhones and all that stuff. So I wouldn't even know how to do it on that either.
Broadcasting live. Like how
Freaking close. Once I stretch the skin across it, I think that muscle's almost perfect. As well as I think these are pretty freaking good too. Stretch the muscle there.
Irresponsibility and fraud are publicly encouraged. Guy sitting behind show is Russian. Serious? Blue beret and just got Russian special forces.
What was the specialty?
County insurgency for starters.
Did you ever use the bus?
They're either of the place.
Let me tell you that his first table.
Hey, 90 seconds. Yeah.
Cool. Well, at least some people are able to watch on YouTube since they can't get into the Hangouts. So, if you have any questions on what I'm doing or whatever, you can send me a message on Facebook. Since I'm at least getting those on the phone, and I can answer whatever questions or whatever you got. I know this has got a 10 or 15-second delay between the Hangouts and YouTube, so you might get kind of a delayed reaction from that. Improvise. I know you can't really see it, but I've got a spot right here. I had to layer it, and I've got kind of a flat spot here that I've got to fill in. Foam, cut it, glue it, shape it. Work. While that dries, I've got to see if I can pull this laptop out so I'm see what I'm working on now. I'm about to, on the thigh here, this muscle here sticks out probably, I don't know, 3 inches off the leg. And talking to Heather, I'm going to take this in, probably cut off, I don't know, almost half of that muscle there, kind of bring it in. I don't want his legs to be kind of squashed in or too small, but it just looks weird protruding out as far as it does. Even if after I skinned it, the knee is about right here. So take the electric knife and chop her off.
Upstairs, the kitchen floor.
Ton of them. Bunch of ants. What do you think of this? Come here. I got this leg right here cut off. Of course, it's just got to be shaped. Do you think I ought to take the whole thing down, or kind of leave it like that?
I would start taking it down right here. I think just and from there, just shape it.
Just round it back
Yeah,
off.
just round it.
All right. Once I can glue this upper piece up here onto that forearm and the tackiness won't stick to the other muscle and turning better, you can actually see how much I really cut off. See if I can adjust it here. Do a ballet here. Yeah, you can see where it's smooth right here, everything else is rounded. I just like to dribble back to this, round it back out. That took off quite a bit there. The other one I think is actually slimmer than this one all the way around. So I'll have to kind of count it off and make sure. Oh, wow. New blades just do not cut like the old ones. Let's try put the old blades back on here. See if it cuts better. It does. The crazy thing is these blades are brand new. Like this whole, so I burn up the other one. This is new. These are the blades that came with it. The old ones, from the one that burned up, these blades are sharper, so it makes no sense. I feel like this is as well. Looking at it, this muscle here is maybe 1.5 inches. This one here is even a little fat, but I think once I sand it, I can get it all back to a better shape. That.
What did you expect?
All right. All right, the little hook piece, I'm going to glue back into this upper piece up here and pull it up. This is here. Once it glues and everything dries in place, and I can cut it, get it shaped, finish it off. Go back here and cut off this excess that's here. Sure, it wasn't a whole lot. It's good. For the spines up there, it's on the back. All the scales. I don't know how well you can see it with this horrible camera, but you can see it's pretty much just a piece of the regular foam, like this stuff here. And we just cut it and kind of shape it and round it off. And then once we spread the latex, once we add the latex, it goes from this piece here where it's kind of high, might be able to make out some of the ridges it's on it. This is the piece with some latex, kind of, I may have to put my curtain back up, block out some more of the sunlight. But once you add the latex to it, latex just sticks to itself. So I can go around the edges, mash it down, kind of flatten it out some more, kind of give it like a wavy kind of look to it. And it goes to about that thick. Make sure here's one of the smaller ones, same way. I think I'm going to put up the curtain, get some of this washout gone, see if it looks a little bit better there. I guess getting rid of all that light, it kind of distorted the whole image. Does that look better there, y'all? Or does it look worse? Now that I changed it from the enhanced to smooth, but I still feel like it's just completely blurry. And you can make out what I'm doing, but it just is horrible. Anyways, yeah, that's the scales there. I'll take and add latex to the back and latex to the actual skin and glue it down that way so that I don't have to worry about using contact cement or anything like that. Once that latex adheres to itself, it's not coming back off. Let's see. Drop this on now. Take it back around. For anybody who's just now starting to watch. The way you can see the back there again. And the arm. I went to Walmart and looked at another webcam, but they don't offer the same stuff that's on the website, so I may just have to order one and hope for the best whenever it comes in. All the ones at Walmart are like 40 and 50 bucks, and I really don't want to spend that on a webcam. Let's see if I can turn this around so you can kind of see this. I don't know how well you can make it out. Let's see. Turn it on. You can kind of see it there. There's like a seam line right here. I'll finish trimming this once it's all latex. And I'll mix up a thing that's, they call it Bondo, but it's powdered silicone with Prozaid, which becomes like a paste, and it's really thick, so I can brush it down into these seam lines here, and it'll seal it, and it'll fill all those gaps, but it'll stay flexible because the Prozaid's just an adhesive anyways. Silicone's just there to make it more workable. You can see what I'll end up doing here on the spine. Take it up a little bit more so you can see more. This piece here will just be removable. I'll put a Velcro or some kind of stuff here so that all you got to do is put it up here, press it in. Somehow, maybe I'll put Velcro here. I got to reglue this piece. Put Velcro strip here, and then you just squeeze together, and it'll go. But once I get everything on and see how much movement or force gets put here, like whenever I lean forward or pose or something like that, that way I can know what I really need to do to get this piece to stay in and to look right. Like I said, like the tail here of this spine, I'll clean all this up, but I don't know how to do it, or else I'd pull the photo. That way you can see exactly what I'm doing. But there's a back piece here. It's a square about this big that should cover just about all that. And there's a strap that wraps here and here and then up. So even though putting as much as I am into the back, it's still got to look good. I mean, even if I wanted to not wear any of the harness and the chest plate with the horn, I could just run around in a skin suit like this and still get the effect, and you could still see all the detail, and you know, it'd still be an awesome suit without it. Eyes were wonky from my contacts. I've got stuff to do up here on this muscle here. Get it perfectly smoothed out. I think another 15-20 minutes, I may be able to actually start spray adhesiving this to get the skin laid on it. I'll have to stretch the skin get it kind of mocked up before I lay it down. That way I can know where to cut it, so I don't overuse the fabric. I'll cut it, stretch it, really press it down really good into a lot of the crevices. Some of them I won't press them down as hard because I want the detail, but I don't want it to look like valleys and mountains and stuff like that, and have it where it twists and gets all weirdness. Measure off a lot of stuff, make sure it's all sectioned off right. Everything looks good. Really. I guess. I guess really I could probably, that way, if y'all are still watching, if y'all want to see it, I can go ahead, since there's still work to do here, but the abs and the chest is good. I could, I guess, go ahead and just lay down the skin here, and that way y'all can at least see this. So if y'all don't want to sit here for the next 4 hours waiting on me to get to that point. So it's 1:56 right now. The new can is behind me on the floor. No. Stick the chair out of the way. Thing never stay in one position. It just feels the need to constantly twirl. This is the skin. It's like just a spandex or a lycra. Pretty decent stretch in both directions. So a 4-way stretch is really the stuff you need to get. That way you can get a good stretch across the whole piece. But let's see.
That's not a plan. That's a shit sandwich without bread.
So take my head here. You can see all my needles sticking into it. Shove that down in the top there where I have them work right where I can work with them. And I want this piece to really want it to go pretty good distance, and like for it to go, to stretch it all the way back. And you can see here, once I start to actually press it, you'll be able to see it'll be all uniform, and I'll latex it and it'll get rid of any lumpies or whatever to it. Top up here, I'll trim off whatever excess is there from it as well. Down just a little bit, we'll have less excess. Turn it up here. Let's see. This round.
Shit's pretty good parts.
Stab it, stab it. Of course, this is just mocking it up so I can cut off all of this excess. And I'm hoping I've got enough to finish the legs, which I should have enough because it's not going to take a whole lot. Since I'm using, I tweaked the video setting because it was so grainy. It looked so bad. I was hoping this would help it. But I went to a warm setting. It's like, this is the enhanced, and it looks horrible. So I'm hoping this makes it look a little bit better. This is the warm setting. Hey, Heather. All right, I'll be right back. I am going to. What's up, ma'am? I've got to run upstairs real quick. I need to get my good scissors. These are old and horrible. So I will be right back. Yeah, that's good, baby. That's good. Y'all getting big, girls. All right. Razor scissors. Let's see. I want to take it down to at least, you see here, the bottom of the waistline. I want to at least take the fabric and cut it to there. Because even if I cut it here, I'm still going to stretch it down anyways whenever I do it. I want to press it into the muscles here, really get everything situated in, but not have a ton of it left. So, the excess up here. Try and get rid of as much of it as I can beforehand. Less excess you have, the less you gotta worry about it folding over on itself and want to stick to itself. All gets annoying and all sucks. Once I actually lay it down, I can just cut off the rest of it. Get it all pushed in and trimmed, and I can just, whatever frills are sticking up, I can always take it down. Now what I want to do, see this excess across the top. So, give me a Sharpie. We can at least get some of this lined up. I'm going to start laying it down. Plus, they help me know which side's the top. I've got a piece of plastic hanging up on my garage door that I'll take this skin over to, because I want to spray the back side of this fabric so that I get a tack on it as well as the actual foam. That way everything will become tacky. I won't have any issues with just kind of slowly pressing into the muscles, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to, you see here, like, I want a little bit of an indentation, but I don't want it to be like huge indentation. You know, I want it to look like a little bit of skin there, really stretching across the muscles. And then I'll push in here to bring it all around and do the same thing, just slowly pressing it in. That way, and even here, I don't want to go too deep. That way, there's still a little bit of something there. Doesn't look like he's got woman boobs, but I mean, needless to say, the only real female Locust besides Queen Mira is the Berserkers, and yeah, no one wants to be a Berserker. Let's see. Go ahead and take off some more of this back here. Now, take my piece, hang it on the plastic, spray it.
Get this out of here, Robert.
All right, I can tell you from experience, this 3M general purpose 45 spray adhesive sticks better than the supposed Super 77. This stuff's pretty much garbage. Sprayed it on both sides, let it sit, put it together. 45 minutes, it started peeling back off. So, needless to say, this stuff sucks. This I just get from, I think I picked it up from Home Depot, so it works. Alright, hang on a second, I gotta help Heather. Yeah, 2 3/4 at your low point here. So you should be about the same on this side. It's actually sitting at 3, but you can just tweak it, just pull this up a little bit more. So yeah, at 2 3/4 inches. We can do the plastic behind here and here, like we did on my belt, remember? And then you can just run a Chicago square on both sides. Or you just put a snap. I've got snaps. So yeah, at the low point is 2 3/4 inches. All right. Go back over here, finish spraying these. Hey Heather, can you get him inside? Can you bring him back in? I think he's had enough bark time. One thing I can tell you, this stuff, make sure to shake it up a lot to get the chemicals worked up on the inside. No. So, probably wouldn't be a bad thing to actually be wearing a mask, so I'll just hold this up here. Probably going a little excessive on the spray glue, but I'm sick of my stuff doing that. What's up? Take a picture of your boobies. Yes, you can see Heather's boobies.
Yes.
Trying to figure out where to like place your head. Oh, that's good. I like the pink. Yeah, that's another suit that she's working on. Another old school costume. One thing about this too, for a few minutes of spraying it, your arm hair begins to stick down. So it's a little weird. And if you have a lot of overspray, like my table that's over there, things like that, you may end up finding a little bit of stickiness on the table. So. One good thing about this costume versus the big guy in the background there, that thing's probably got 24 layers of latex sitting on top of that bodysuit. It's ridiculously hot. I'm hoping with the way this suit's going to be made, it'll breathe better. There'll be a lot more air circulation. You can kind of see it like here, these little black spots. There's no foam there. So I'm hoping that having that, and like this here is actually like a mesh on this undershirt. I'm hoping that helps with it breathing. I don't drown in my own sweat by the end of the day. This rib. Good thing I picked up another can of this today. I forgot I even had that can. Go over and see how tacky the skin is. Hey Heather. Hey, can you help me carry the skin over to the soup so that I don't have to thing or sides? I get this skin on there. Latex on it. Latex on it.
This I didn't put these back.
All right.
Most of you are going to have a tough
James
choice.
and Tasha
We're not going to
are on YouTube. They can't watch on Hangouts because I guess they can't really look up their phones. So
You're
just
fighting
watch
in your own
on-
backyard when you're fighting for your family.
He's trying to think.
It all hurts a little less. A little more sense.
Yeah, it's just-
For them, it's just a place.
I'll let you do this.
For us,
And I've got some alignment marks.
it's a home.
See right here in the chest and the skin. So, like, you see the marks. So as long as I get up pretty close, it doesn't have to go all the way up, but you get at least functionally close. What is it, baby? It's okay.
You just sat there and ate Skittles and M&M's. You don't need cake.
Luckily, this stuff's got a little bit of forgiveness. You put it like that, stretch it before, but that's pretty good. There comes the beast.
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Oh, did you, my fluffy beauty? Yes.
Make sure you get it good stretched up underneath that arm.
Like, how far over do you want it supposed to be going? See, mine's not. Yours going all the way over to the end. Mine's not. Like, yours is going. Can you stretch it that far?
Yeah, a little bit of wrinkles okay, like with the arm, but I can trim off whatever shouldn't be there, and then also just relay it back down. What? See if it's picking out of it. I know.
He's fake moving. He's dead, baby. He's not gonna move. That's why his legs are all crossed. Don't touch him.
What is it?
It's just a dead beetle over here.
So if you leave the beetle alone, it's dead. Don't.
Add indignities upon it. Excuse me. You need me anymore?
Every day.
Yeah. You got the.
Alright. And there's the skin leg. I wanna. No, y'all stay over there. this down here. Like I said, I want the muscles to be detailed, but I'm not wanting super ridges. What? No, he's already. Don't worry about that beetle. Good. What? He ain't dead yet. The girls are freaking out over a beetle. Of course they're freaking out over a beetle. You've never seen a child freak out as much as BB freaks out, and Ella, over a bug. It's ridiculous. Excess. It's on here. Stretch out. Really get it to create in. Any gaps or anything like that that's really like up here. When I lay this piece, it'll pretty much close all that off. We'll cover, and I can take another piece and add it in here. All right. Pretty happy with how it's laid down. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Let me pull it closer over here. Bring up but there's really want connection points. So like this muscle here. This one.
Who's that? That's you.
That's me, baby. Some more definition up in there.
Where's mommy?
Mommy's upstairs.
I want to talk to show mommy. Do something.
Well, you're gonna have to go upstairs if you want to see mommy doing something, because mommy doesn't have a computer. But what I'm gonna do is pinch. Get these pieces right here to stick together, because I want it to look like the skin is like kind of stretching a little bit.
Come and see what we make. See what we make.
Surprised Brutus is still sitting down there. Usually he's constantly just following you. Rim off the rest. What is it, dog? here. Why are you making all these crazy noises? Doing the arm, laying all the skin down on the other arm. I can't tell you how many shards of fabric that I had spray adhesive on the bottom of my socks. Had to peel off. And that is laying the skin. Actually, once I put some latex on here, it'll really feel like any of these little gaps in the hole, like the perforations from the fabric. And I can take the rest of the scales here, and these actually lay coming all the way across the chest till, I don't know, the fabric, the scales probably come down here and they roll kind of like this. So all of this will have scales just in various sizes. I've got probably 200 scales sitting over there already cut out, just ready to go. Like I said, once I get some latex on this, I can also do that. Let's see. Got the comment. Oh, okay. Friend Alex commented on my post earlier about the spray DAP contact cement that's similar to this contact. It even has almost the exact same can, except it's a spray adhesive. So I may give that a try on some of the armor parts. Brushing this on constantly kind of sucks. But I think I've got like a jumbled fabric here that I want to get rid of out of my pits. I'm going to cut off the excess there. Push the arm up. That. Stab myself with the scissors. Stabbing always sucks. Because of using the crappy Super 77, this muscle, the back side here, is actually kind of separated off, but all the latex that's covering this whole piece is really holding it in place, and it's not going to move. You can kind of see, let's see if I can move this guy, kind of tell the difference in the video, maybe. This has got like 2 layers of latex covering this piece all the way up through here. And you can see the non-latex. It's a little different. Like this is shiny, this is not. But you could tell from where it went to where it is now on really seeing all the indents. Really press this thing in all over. The more you press it, the better adhesion you get, the less likely you're going to have to worry about it separating off. Brutus, you right over? Hey, Heather. Telling you to come down and look at Brutus. Oh. Come on. Why? This one. This muscle looks kind of thin here. This side's a little bit fatter, but I don't think anyone's going to care. The difference between this and the movies, I mean, I'm not worried about it. He's like down there half hyperventilating with a puddle of drool and water on the floor. Bruce, you okay, buddy? Goodness. All right. I might. I've got my stuff here. I might go ahead and throw some latex on this. That way this can be drying. The latex varies in time it takes. The thinner it is, the quicker it'll dry. Sometimes this crap can take a day, day and a half to fully dry. The back of this arm, there was a spot where I put it kind of thick. Yeah, that took about a day and a half to really set up. But I think go ahead, scoop out some latex, mix in a little bit of distilled water into it to thin it out a little bit. Go upstairs and grab me a cup. Take breathing. All right. All right. Two simple tricks that I've found out online is when doing the latex, you can actually thin it, because the stuff that I get's the really thick latex from Monster Makers and Smooth On. So for brushing onto this, at least the first couple of coats, I want it to be kind of thin. So I'll put some in a cup, and I don't know why, but it says that you have to use the distilled water. Got the purple top on it at Walmart. And then the brushes, what you can do so that the latex doesn't really stick to the brush as much, and you ain't got to worry about going through so many brushes, put some soap, like dish detergent soap, in a cup with water and kind of mix it in, and the soap actually like shields, I guess you could say, the brushes and keeps the latex from sticking to it. I'm gonna find me another movie to watch. See what I want to watch. Let's watch some Arnold. Watch The Last Stand. Alright. Clear off my workspace a little. Now, this is the latex I use. Monster Maker's RD407. I actually used all of this and then went to a friend of mine who owns a local store called Homegrown Cosplay and Anime, and he can get pretty much anything I need here from the engineer guys or Smooth On or whoever. So definitely helps having a local supplier. You ain't gotta freaking order it. You ain't gotta wait 6 days to get stuff in and all that good junk. Since he's smaller, some of the stuff he doesn't carry in house but can get. But you know, for that, I mean, I could just jump on engineer guys and order it up. You know, if he's not able to get it in just at the time that I need it. But if I'm really stressing, I can drive to Atlanta, as much as that would suck. Use my brush here and just kind of scoop some out. No. So I'm going to cup. Let's see. It does not take very much water at all to thin this down, so I'll just add just a little. And so I'm going to start with this. Is this will work. All right. All right. Throw on some latex. Slopping this junk around. If I can get this done and get as much of this done as I can, then I'll probably bring the boots down and work on the boots, or maybe I'll start the big shoulder armor that's on this guy. Whew. Maybe if I can get this thing skinned, get the latex on it, let it all get off dried. Maybe I can tomorrow actually put this whole suit on and do movement tests, things like that. See if maybe pieces that's here on the shoulder, if maybe I need to separate off the latex, but I'm hoping that I don't. Really want it to be as smooth as I can. And just go ahead and take it up here, get a little bit more latex up here, so it all kind of forms one layer. Oh, take a seat for this.
Let's get started. I'm great for the conversation. At school, you're going to let them tell me what the hell you're doing on my property. My name's Burrell. Hey, I'm shooting a commercial. Sure you've seen one on TV. Your property would be just perfect. Get the hell off my property. Company I'm working for. Hey, you want the money? You have to hear what I said. Hear my offer? Clear out of town. They'll fill your ass full of buckshot. Oh, man, you better put that piece away before you blow the toes up. We just talked. Now, 3 minutes talking. You get the hell out of here.
Time for more latex.
Want to see silver? But the boss said it's not just for the weekend. That's why.
Where did it go? Well, that's just ridiculous. There it is. Diggity. Oh man. All right. More latex. I had a big gravity feed spray thing for compressor, like an airbrush. I could just be airbrushing this stuff on, but no large gravity feed gun. Probably pick one up in a pawn shop for a couple bucks, but I really don't. Really jab this stuff in there and make sure it gets in really good. That way, if there is any separation, I can press it back down into the foam. Push this arm up too. Here. Not too. Guess. Comfortable as this chair is, maybe a better help here. Wow, my cheap chair is sitting at. Let's see. I think I need to switch brushes because I think I'm getting some weird brushy marks. So let's see. Get rid of those brush strokes. Yeah, that helps. Wondering, just a extra piece of cushion foam. I'm just dragging across it, and it helps get rid of the brush marks. Really, that's where having the air compressor and everything like that going kind of helps out because you don't end up with brush strokes. Character doesn't actually have one, but I think he needs a belly button. So after this first layer of latex, take a little bit of foam, carve out a small belly button, put it like right here maybe. So kind of turn this guy a little bit. All right. Let's compare this. And you can see here just where it's kind of stretched, maybe just a hair too tight, but if I don't like it, I can always just cut it, press it in, add a little piece of cloth or something out here, and then just skin it again. Yeah, slopping latex everywhere. Messages. Oh, you're asking how I've got the arm propped up. I'm actually using my shop vac. I connected two of the hoses together. So if I can turn the camera, you can see it. You can kind of see the pole here running down. Just kind of shove that up underneath there just to keep it up. I mean, you can see just how much foam really is here and how much is here and limits the movement because, I mean, it's not really moving this piece at all. It just bends the whole, like the undersuit and the duct tape dummy. It's just creasing that up to really get it out of the way. It shouldn't damage it or do anything bad to it. Just got to get it up and out of the way. Really probably should have went ahead and just waited before doing this part, but I'm impatient. I like to really, until the skin gets on it and the latex gets on it, I just feel like it's taking forever. So this just kind of helps motivate me and keep me going on the suit. Going ahead and at least seeing some parts of it finished, or mostly finished. Swapping it on. Getting this stuff on your skin, it almost dries out instantly. And a bunch of it here, just roll it off. Needless to say, if you've got a latex allergy, don't do it. I think you could even take a hair dryer to the latex and kind of help it speed up a little bit the process of drying, but be alright. Alright. Well, this layer here dries for a few minutes. I'm gonna run upstairs, get me some Pepsi, and I'll be right back down. We've got almost 2 layers here, of thin layers, so I may go ahead, brush some more onto this, and begin to lay my scales that's on the back around onto the chest, at least mock them up to see how I like them. But I will be right back. If I can get out. Don't have a large workspace and it's a little bit congested right now. I am back. Let's see if I can smooth this piece out just a little bit more. Not so wonky looking. No. This piece here, pretty well dry. It's not perfect, but I don't really want it to be. If it was perfectly dry, then I wouldn't be able to actually like use it also to glue in my pieces, because kind of out of the way here. I know you can barely hear me, but like all of this, that's a ton of scales. And then I've got a bunch more in the box. Right, Heather? Heather thinks she's funny. Yeah. Just a little bit of latex up here. It just gives it a little bit of bite to get to. Plus, if it's really thin, it will dry a whole lot faster. So, the latex, a little bit of brush strokes. Yeah. So now let's see if I can turn this bad boy back around. Rearrange his arms here. That's good. All right, now I'll take my scales, and there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I just stick them where I like them. Let's see. Dip it down up in the latex, get a little bit of latex on the bottom of this thing. Put it on there. Hopefully the TV sitting over here is not too loud, not too distorted. Okay. Yes. Let's see. And I've got in a box here, a journal box. It's got a bunch of my smaller pieces inside of it that actually have no latex on them at the moment. I can pull those out. Dab it in the latex. Let's see. Some of the itty bitty ones here. Some of these are a little tall. What I'll do is I'll mash some of it down, but if I have to, I can just snip off some of it, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, knock one off. That was a good piece. There. Some are a lot rounder in shape. Just trying to get something a little bit different. I didn't want all the scales to be exact. Not real worried about that. Some are kind of longer, some are almost octagon shaped. Hey Heather. Hey, what do you think here with the I've got the skin on and started laying down latex. The only part that still looks a little wonky to me is this one muscle isn't as pronounced as the other one, but I don't think it matters. I mean, the horn sits right here, anyways. But see how this is compared to this side? But I don't think it's a big deal. I think it looks good. Oh, just. And what I'll probably do is like the cotton, like we did his abs, and maybe kind of stretch some right here, just kind of get more stretched skin look. You know what I mean? I think it needs it. Yeah. Once it gets really tacky, I can press it. And then the latex will bond itself to it. So he's definitely coming along. Yeah.
Is this his
Yes.
full of slobber right here?
It was bigger. That's a lot of dry slobber now. I know this stream is not the most exciting thing, but at least you can see what I do. And, I mean, something you can have on the background while you're watching a movie or something.
Bring that up for me, please.
No, kind of blocking here, but it's sliding over a little bit. There you can see some that I've added on. Start bringing it forward. Once I lay these on, I'll trim them to the exact shape that I want, and then I'll brush over the whole thing with even more latex. That way these can really soak them in, like these flatter pieces. There's some like gaps here where I'll come back in and add some little bitty scale pieces, things like that. Kind of fill gaps. I don't mind if there's gaps. I'm fine with that. It's not like it's supposed to be like an alligator skin. Got another message. James, it's all just latex. That's all it is. Just a little bit of water in the latex to thin it out so that it actually goes on pretty smooth. But latex adheres to latex. Just, the only real difference is between it and silicone. Silicone glues to silicone. Nothing else really will stick to it. But with the latex, like I can do this, and even if I didn't want to use latex to glue these down, I could technically brush on contact cement and then contact cement these down if I wanted, which is a little bit quicker, but I kind of want to try and keep it as much just latex on latex as I can. I'll turn down the TV. I had it up just loud enough to where I could hear it, but the computer's kind of close to the movie, so I'll just turn it down. It's The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was hoping it wouldn't be too loud. All right, let's see. I don't want to, this here, because it started off kind of large, working its way around. I don't want to use any real huge pieces here on the chest. I might use maybe this size here, which is maybe an inch long, but that'd probably be about the biggest ones I want to use on the chest. Try and go with as small as pieces as I can. I don't want to put so much it kills any details that I have actually put into the work on the muscles. All right. Now for the little ones. Guess what I might have to do, clean a little bit more of my workspace up here and just kind of dump every one of my pieces out, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to make a whole lot more small pieces, which it's easy, so no big deal. Literally just backed off that like it was something hot that was going to burn me. That was ridiculous. My hands are kind of starting to hurt and lock up. The slightest little bit of stuff now, putting any stress on it from the carpal tunnel from work is just ridiculous. Let's see. Some itty bitty ones. You kind of see there. What was that? Wish I had a way to bring this up a little bit so you're not looking upwards at it. Let me see if I can find a box. Something I can put down. We got a shoebox, so camera's gonna wiggle a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna do very many of these streams. I've got to get a better camera. I hate this. What if it's the direct light that's over this thing that's really sorting it out? I had a way to cover it. Where he's standing at right now, where my shop space is, only light I had in the whole garage was right here. But now I've got the light that's back over here, so it kind of heals up. But it's a good angle here too, because you can see my new suit, my first creature suit, which is Flame Grenadier there behind him, and then even further back, that's Karn from the Gears of War Judgment game that Heather built. Really want to, as they get further in and down on the chest, I want to try and get these things small, but I don't want them so small they're just going to disappear. Hey, if you end up wanting to go out, all you got to do is let me know. Whenever you want to go out, just let me know.
When do you want to go out?
Whenever.
Well, I'm
Okay, close that door. Have to make a trip to Walmart, get groceries. Pretty much I got nothing in the house right now. Kind of, so I don't have to dip the foam all the way down in the cup. I'm just kind of rolling it across almost to the edge, kind of almost pouring it out. That way it puts a little layer of latex on the sides. And I just dip it and brush off the excess. It's having too much. Not to mention, I've got latex on my fingers because of that. Just wants to stick to my fingers instead of the suit. But you can see it starting to roll. Probably put a couple more here, fill in this gap, maybe some here. For the most part, this muscle here, in the images, there's no scales here. It's on the back side. It rolls here. Probably put a couple up here. This is like this one here, and this one, and this one. Just kind of bring them like this. I may put just a couple lining right through here as well. I want to keep those small. I want to try and keep the front ones about as kind of tightly grouped, but small as I can get. Don't want to go excessively small because once I latex over all of these, after they're glued on, they're latexed on, I'll push them all in so they get kind of flatter around the edges, don't protrude out so far. Not really worried if they do protrude out because some of the ones on the back stick out quite a bit, so it doesn't really bother me at all. In the video, I'm really happy with how, at least in this crappy video, you can actually see, the detail. And then I'll go back in, of course. All of this will get airbrushed and, really highlight and make all these creases pop and make all the muscles really pop out. I really want this guy to be about as intimidating as I can get him. Kind of like putting together a puzzle, like a loose puzzle, needless to say. Kind of just taking the pieces, looking at where they're at, looking at how I'm situating them, seeing if I like that shape in that particular spot. Let's see. Let's do this. I got some life on the battery of the laptop, so I can unplug it at least, and then I'll pick it up, and so it's going to be a little shaky, but at least this way, I'm going to bring it a little bit closer, and you can see how the scales are. And there's like the big vein, but I mean, you can see the grouping there of all the scales. Tripping over stuff on the floor. I mean, you can see, camera stop shaking, just how kind of flattened out these right here are to the edges. I've still got some latex to add because like these are still kind of porous looking, and I want to get as much of that away as I can. Let me see if I can take this over here. Let's see if you can see now these here, these right here all have quite a bit more latex on top of these. These right here got like 3 coats of latex on top of them, so they're not as porous looking. You can kind of see maybe the difference between, you can see like the latex line between here and here. Yeah, hopefully no one gets motion sickness, because that probably would have just made you puke. Another good small one. Wonder if this is. Yes, it is. We have like 3 or 4 vans that sell ice cream in the neighborhood that ride around during the springtime. There's only one that I will even approach to purchase ice cream from, because the other ones look like shady child kidnapping, child molester vans. Not going to happen. My kids already know, don't go to the creepy van. They could be awesome people. Could be nice. Yeah, van not so much. Oh, latex, how slow you are. What I may end up doing is adding on a couple more of these, and then I'll probably get off for a while, run to Walmart, do some grocery shopping, do that kind of thing, and then come back, and I'll post up another live stream then. So if anybody wants to join in then, they can either join in or just view again. I know some people think, boo, Walmart, Walmart bad, Walmart evil. No, forget that. Walmart's pretty much the only place that we buy groceries. It's cheap. I'm not really sure this is actually a scale, but I can always turn it and check it. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for my small ones. So I'll have to cut some more. Not to come off. You must stay. Stay in your home. There's a small one. I'll also take a picture of this with my phone or with my better camera and post it up on Facebook. That way you can get a better image besides this graininess. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the live stream for a little while. That way we can get our running done that we need to get done. When I come back up, I'll post up another link and should have some of the small scales cut out because I'd like to get the rest of this one, get this very small fine one that's gonna go here. Maybe just fill in some of the gaps and then get these pieces on, and maybe just a couple other small parts, and then I'll come back, finish this arm, get it ready for skin, and then I'll skin it tonight and then move on to the legs. I got the legs pretty happy with those right now, but just wanted to get work done on the chest, that way y'all could watch at least that part of it. But so that's it. Yep, like I said, I'll post up a link here and probably take about an hour max 2, and then I'll be back on. So later, y'all.